ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿ. Hello, I am Ananya Tadasad from Parivartan Gurukul School. So I am back with class 8 biology chapter number 4 endocrine system. So this is a new word I hope for you. What is endocrine system? An endocrine system is that secretes chemical hormones which are directly poured into the bloodstream. So what are hormones? I hope so you have heard this new word hormones. So what are hormones? Basically, hormones are chemical secretion which are secreted by the endocrine system which are directly poured into the bloodstream. So we are already know what is endocrine system and what are hormones. So there are also present endocrine glands present in our body which secrete hormones. Every gland has its own function and importance, and they have a specific function that is their ductless, means tubeless. Okay, so first we shall study about the endocrine glands present in a human body. So in a male body and in a female body, every glands are same except for testis and ovaries. Ovaries are present in female body and testis in a male body. So let us start from the main gland, pineal gland. Here it is in the figure, it's shown the cross section of a pineal gland, and here the outer view of a pineal gland. So pineal gland secretes melatonin and it controls the whole nervous system. Next we have come to the pituitary gland. So what is pituitary gland? Pituitary gland is also known as the master gland because it sends messages to all other glands. For example, the thyroid and adrenal glands secrete hormones whenever they receive message from pituitary glands. Nextly, we come to thyroid and parathyroid glands. Thyroid gland secretes a hormone called thyroxine, and if it is secreted more and a person experiences overactiveness, and if it is secreted less, a person experiences decrease of energy and he feels sluggish and tired. And if the lack of thyroxine hormone is released during growing years, a baby or a child can experience pretenism, and if it is lackly secreted in adulthood, then a person experiences myxoedema. And for dietary deficiencies, if a deficiency of iodine is there in a body, a person experiences goiter, means the thyroid gland enlarges. Nextly, we come to the parathyroid gland. Parathyroid glands have a main function in our body because they control the production and secretion of calcium and phosphorus in our body. Next, we come to thymus gland. Thymus gland produces immunity which helps us to fight against diseases. Next, we come to the pancreas. Pancreas is also known as a dual function gland because it is also an endocrine gland as well as an exocrine gland. So what does pancreas do? Pancreas secretes insulin and glucagon. Insulin. What is insulin? If insulin is not produced in the body, a person experiences diabetes. And if a person experiences diabetes, and to control that, glucagon is secreted. So together, these hormones maintain the level of blood sugar in our body. Next, adrenal glands. Adrenal glands are present on the top of our kidneys. There are two kidneys, so there are two adrenal glands. There are again two parts of the adrenal glands. The inner part known as adrenal medulla, the outer part known as adrenal cortex. So the inner part, adrenal medulla, secretes hormones called adrenaline or emergency hormones. It is secreted when we are in the state of fear, stress or anger. Next, coming to ovary and testis. In female ovary and male testis. Okay, so the diseases produced by these glands. First of all, pituitary gland. It produces growth hormone. If a growth hormone is not enoughly secreted in a human body, the person experiences dwarfism, like his hands, legs and growth is always short. And if it is secreted in large amount, more than a body or a person needs, the person experiences gigantism. The person grows tall, huge. Next, pineal gland secretes melatonin. If it is not secreted in a proper amount, the person experiences paralysis. Next, thyroid glands. If a person doesn't have enough secreted enough thyroxine hormones, he experiences hyperthyroxine. And if they are produced more, a person experiences hypothyroxine. Next, coming to pancreas. Coming to thymus gland, if a thymus gland doesn't produce immunity hormones, the body will not be able to fight against diseases and it causes death. Next, coming to pancreas. Pancreas secrete insulin and glycogen. So, if insulin is not secreted, a person experiences diabetes. And next, coming to adrenal glands. Adrenal glands produces hormones correctly and there is no disease for this hormone. And the main function of this gland is whenever we are in stress, fear or anger, it cools us down. It cools our body down. Or whenever we are in a big fear, it produces the hormone called fight or flight, and it is also called as emergency hormone or adrenaline. Now we are going to study about the changes in our body due to secretion of hormones. First of all, growth hormones. If growth hormones is produced as cell, bones and tissues, the growth hormone stimulates our cells, bones and tissues growth. Nextly, antidiuretic hormone is produced by pituitary gland to prevent the formation of large amount of urine. Thyroid gland stimulates basal metabolic rate. Adrenal glands are also known as emergency glands. The testes and ovaries produce sex hormones which are responsible for the changes about the behavior in a male and a female body during puberty age. Now for extra knowledge, let us study about endocrine and exocrine in a little. So, endocrine are ductless, means tubeless. They pour their secretions directly into the bloodstream, whereas exocrine glands are with duct, means they have a tube to pass their secretions into the bloodstream. Yellarigu, for example, endocrine glands such as pituitary gland, adrenal glands, etc. and exocrine glands, pancreas and salivary gland. Yellarigu Sharanu Sharanarthi. Thank you, and this is all I studied about endocrine glands and endocrine system. Yellarigu Sharanu Sharanarthi.